Hello value investors, welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Stock Price. My name is Devoid Davis, and on this episode we're going to look at how do we purchase shares on the Jamaica Stock Exchange using JMMB's MoneyLine platform. So in a previous video I talked about using either the JTrader Pro platform or MoneyLine to purchase shares on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, and you can do both purchasing and selling of shares on the Jamaica Stock Exchange through these platforms. Now, in the previous video, which I will actually link in the description, or you should be seeing it in one of the top edges of the screen right now, we looked at those brokers that use the JTrader Pro platform, and if you recall from that video, JMMB was actually not in that list, and that's, as I mentioned then, was because JMMB uses their own MoneyLine platform. So the website for MoneyLine is moneyline.jmmb.com, or you can simply go to Google and type JMMB MoneyLine, and it will be the first link. Okay, now that will take you to the general MoneyLine platform. You will then have to select whether you're using JMMB Puerto de Bolsa, which is a Dominican Republic subsidiary, JMMB Bank, which is Jamaica, JMMB Investments, or JMMB Safi. That's also in Dominican Republic. You're going to select, if you're buying stocks, you're going to select JMMB Investments, it's Jamaica, and it's assuming that you're in Jamaica, of course. I'm not sure how it works if you are in one of the other jurisdictions that JMMB operates in. If you're buying it personally, then you will use the personal MoneyLine, but there's also a corporate MoneyLine portal where companies can actually have an account with JMMB that allows them to purchase and sell stocks on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. So I'm going to enter here for personal MoneyLine. You will enter your username and password. So naturally you'd have had to have signed up for MoneyLine access, and that's fairly easy with JMMB. Once you go there to open an equity money, I think it's called an EMMA account. So once you go there to open an EMMA account, which is an electronic money market access account, I think that's what it means. So once you go to JMMB to open a EMMA account, you can ask them for access to the MoneyLine platform, and then you will take the necessary steps to actually register on the platform. Once you have registered, you will log in using your login credentials, and then that will allow you to see this platform. So this is my personal MoneyLine, and you can see that I already have 3 or so EMMA accounts. They're equity money market accounts. I'm going to be using this account for this demonstration, and you can see here that I currently have around 6,000 Jamaican dollars in cash on this account. Now typically I invest the majority of my funds. I don't necessarily keep cash on my investment accounts, something that would have been evident from my JTrader account that I showed you yesterday, and that's just another one of my accounts. For this demonstration, what I'm going to be doing is I'm not going to be selling any stocks today. I'm actually going to be purchasing stocks, and the stock I'm going to be purchasing is QWI. And the reason I'm purchasing QWI shares is because I had made a purchase in QWI sometime after the IPO. I did not participate in the IPO, but sometime after, I think I bought the shares at around $1.16, between $1.09 and $1.16, and I'm seeing where the shares have continued to fall. This despite the fact that QWI's net asset value is $1 and about $1.24 and is projected to be at around $1.50 something cents by the end of 2020. For that reason, I'm seeing QWI as a undervalued play, and so I'm going to be purchasing additional shares in QWI. I had only a very small position, as you can see here, but this purchase will then bring down my average price paid per share significantly, and I will be investing all of $5,400 into QWI. A few things that I want to mention before I actually go through that. The MoneyLine platforms allows you to do quite a few things. You can generate statements. I'm going to start from here. You can request checks through the platform. You can do multiple different types of transactions, including buying or selling or transferring funds to a bank account, or transferring funds between investment accounts that you might have on the platform. You can generate statements, you can set reminders, and if there are any important notices, then you will get them in your messages. So these are some of the other services that the platform offers. I'm normally only using the view stock orders and the view stock portfolio reports, because I try to generate a report at the end of every month. You can customize your profile here. You can generate statements of the account, which is different from the stock portfolio statements. This will just give you a statement of the value of the portfolio and I think the constituents, but the stock portfolio statement will tell you the breakdown of each stock. Again, you can use here to create new transactions, and for this demonstration I'm going to actually use this option. Remember, that's just one, because you can actually go here to create a new transaction as well. Now, because I'm buying QWI shares, I want to see where the stock has basically been moving. Unlike with JTrader Pro, I'm not able to see the Q. So as a client of JMMB, how I would get that information is to actually go to the Jamaica Stock Exchange. So I'd actually go to the Jamaica Stock Exchange and look at the statistics for QWI as at today's date, or the date that I'm interested in purchasing it. So now that I'm on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, I want to see where QWI is basically trading at today. And effectively the only way for me to see that without access to JTrader Pro's Q information is to wait for this ticker to continue to basically show me what the last trades in QWI was. So I would basically be spending some time here just waiting to see what the last trades for today's trading day on QWI were. Now, if I'm basically if I really need to just see what the trading range has been, and if I'm okay using some historic information, then I can go to the market quote for yesterday and actually see what the stock was trading at, and it would give me some information about where the stock has been trading, at least for yesterday. I wouldn't be able to get the updated information, and that is actually the primary advantage that you will get using the JTrader Pro platform. You get to basically see live updates on the different securities, on the different stocks that are trading. So I've been here waiting for a while and I still haven't seen any trades in QWI. Because the stock is so heavily traded, I do anticipate that I would be seeing some, and here we are. So the last trade in QWI actually took place at 9:57 a.m. and it was only 1,000 units. This is a kink, but what I will do is I will actually click on this to see what the Jamaica Stock Exchange does this sometime. The website will tell you information not found. But here, alright, so I clicked on the ticker within that that banner, and it brought me to this page. So here I am looking at the trade. Here I'm looking at the price and volume movement in QWI stock over the last 3 months. You wouldn't be able to see the 6 months because it's been less than 6 months since QWI has listed. However, you could see all of the information since the company listed, and you can see it's coming from $1.46 on September 30th to now trading at around $1.01. Now remember, I'm here to purchase a share, so I just need to know what the current ask is for the stock and what the bid is. So I'm seeing here that persons are bidding at basically $1 for the stock, but the current ask is $1.04. If I were to go into JTrader Pro, then I would be able to see exactly what volumes there are being requested, but I'm doing this video from the perspective that I don't have access to JTrader Pro. So because I'm seeking to spend $5,000, I'm going to actually bid QWI at $1.05. Remember, I said I had bought the stock originally at about $1.09 or about between $1.09 and $1.16. I honestly don't remember the exact value, but I'm able to buy it now at a discount to that price and at a discount to its net asset value. You can, if you look at the latest news, you'll see that the net asset value for QWI was last reported here. This was reported on January 13, and it's saying that QWI has advised that its unaudited net asset value per share on January 10th was $1.24. So we have a stock that's worth $1.24 per share, and we're purchasing it at around $1.05 per share. So we're basically getting 20 cents on the dollar for free. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to transactions. I'm going to create a new transaction. Here is where you would select the transaction type. I'm doing stock purchase, so I'm buying stocks, and here is where you would select the account that you want to purchase the stocks in. I'm selecting my shared account here, and then I'm going to be selecting QWI. So that would be here, and you can see it shows how much units I currently own in the stock. This $1.01 is basically saying that that is where the stock closed yesterday. I'll continue. I'll put a quantity of, okay, so I could put in a quantity, but I just want to spend all of these funds on QWI. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put in a quantity. I'm not going to put in number of shares that I'm trying to purchase. What I'm instead going to do is I'm going to put a value for the amount of money I want to spend within, well, to purchase the QWI shares. So I'm going to put in 5,400, and I'm going to leave this as the market price. In fact, I'll set it as a limit. I know what the market is requesting, but I'm going to limit it to $1.05. And then I'm going to let this order be a day order, which is pretty similar to I think it's, so I'm going to leave this as a day order, meaning the order will expire if it is not filled within the next few hours, that is within today's trading day. And then I'm adding a note to myself, being that the rationale for purchase is that I have a 20%, is that the stock currently trades at 20% discount to NAV. With that, I'm going to continue. Okay, so it tells me I have insufficient funds to put that value. So what I will do is I will instead put $5,000 in value, and I'll explain later on why that happened. So here it is giving me the details of the order. You can see my balance there. It's telling me that the markup price is $1.05. The quantity I'd be able to get if I'm spending $5,000 is 4,743 units, and you can see the associated fees here. My total of spend would be $5,042.80. Continue, and then I will enter my PIN and process the transaction. And now that request has been placed. So this is not as immediate. You can see my email has just come in. This is not as immediate as the JTrader Pro platform, which is another benefit of the JTrader Pro platform. If you remember from the last video, we were able to see basically immediately whether the request was filled or if it was still in the queue. Okay, so here I can click on show details to see that my transaction was successfully submitted. Please note that it's not saying that the transaction was successfully completed. You wouldn't be able to know that until about two business days after you make the request, and that's because of the T+2 settlement. So what I will do from here is I will go back home, and you can see now that there has been a lien placed on the account for the value of the stocks that I'm trying to purchase. This purchase will also increase the amount of shares that I would have had in QWI. Should this transaction actually be successful, then I'm expecting to have around 7,400 units of QWI shares, all of which I would have bought significantly below the IPO price and significantly below the net asset value. What's more is my expectations on QWI is that they will actually end the year significantly higher than where they are now. So my anticipation is that the net asset value will increase by the end of the year, and so too will the share price.